Hi, everyone. This is Al Woods from Woods Recruiting. Today's topic, the old broken down strategies no longer work. I'm referring to recruiting. So it used to be back in the day that the high school coach was the one who handled all aspects of recruiting. They were the all-knowing, and everyone believed it was the high school coach's responsibility. So to me, this was a trap. This is a trap. So it was believed that the high school coach would pick up the phone, make a phone call, write a letter, send an email, text message to the connections they had in the college coaching world. The thing is, the high school coach has no more recruiting knowledge than the parent, has no recruiting knowledge than the neighbor down the street. Okay, it's just perceived that the high school coach has it that way. The high school coach is developing the players, coaching the players, developing their attitudes, their mindset for winning the ball game and how to deal with losing. That's what the high school coach is doing. But the families are putting everything they have, everything they know into the belief that the high school coach is the one. I mean, letters from college coaches go to the school in care of the coach. When they're writing to a student athlete, that letter is going to the high school coach as well. So it's up to the high school coach to distribute those letters to the student athletes. Some do it, some don't. Some do it in a timely manner. Some don't do it at all. So this is the thing you have to be aware about. Nowadays, the student athlete and the parents can handle the recruiting more so than the coach. A lot of high school coaches don't want to get involved with the strategies. It's time consuming. There's not enough time in the day. It's just too many obstacles standing in the way to effectively have a recruiting campaign. And if the coach messes up, then the blame is going to be on that coach. A lot of coaches, though, have lost their jobs, not because of a poor one-loss record, an ineffective season, poor coaching tactics. Those are some of the reasons. But one of the top reasons is recruiting. Failure to get their players recruited, failure to get their players the exposure, failure to reach out to college coaches to get them to come to the games to see the players play. And so this has been a big problem where the parents believe it is the coach. Enough of the high school coach. The parents also figured out that maybe we could just sidestep the high school coach and do our own recruiting. So they did. So the parents back in the day, long before there was YouTube and Huddle, great websites, by the way, for videos, they would write letters to college coaches. They would put together a package of information in one of those large vanilla envelopes that would cost probably $3 to mail. And so in those days, they would shell out big bucks to put together a DVD, okay? A DVD. They would get a DVD made up. So the DVD had to be made up, the disc, and then the disc was put in a case. All of that cost money. So probably combined with the postage, it was probably, I would say, maybe, I'm going to say $8 for just to do one. Okay, $8. $3 for the mailing and probably $5 for the case and the disc, right? So combined. So the parents, that's all they knew what to do. And they would put together this package and mail it out to 50 college programs, going to great expense, very time consuming. But the strategy was ineffective because no one responded. The college coaches would say, we never got it, or they would not respond. So good money down the drain. Sometimes parents would spend $300, $400, $500 mailing this stuff out, and they got nothing. So their level of frustration grew because nothing happened from their efforts, and then they got nothing from the high school coach. So they were twice as angry and pissed off. And then, I mean, it was a good effort, but it just was ineffective. It doesn't work. That strategy no longer works. I think the thing now that they all do is they're all playing on travel teams, club teams, and showcases and tournaments, going to camps where college coaches are there. That is probably your best and most powerful and effective way to get recruited. Because if they can see you play in person, then they're going to like what they see, and you're going to possibly get recruited. And then it just depends on what level based on your skill set. But that's kind of how it used to go, and parents struggled with all aspects of recruiting. But the parents, that's all they knew. They were trying to give it their best effort, but that's all they knew. The intensity of the showcases where club teams are involved has caused recruiting stresses and nightmares on behalf of the parents and student athletes, because the showcase is where all the players on the team should play. It shouldn't really be about winning and losing, because what does it matter if they win or lose the game? It's about the student athletes playing, getting their opportunity to showcase their talent. Regardless of the sport, all the players should get equal amount of time, especially, most critically, if college coaches are there. This is recruiting in the best possible scenario. But if you're not in the game when the coaches are there, then how are you going to get exposure, right? This is what the parents are frustrated about. Nobody cares about what the coach can do as far as their game strategies and execution and their understanding of developing plays or whatever it is, whatever the sport. Nobody came there to see the coach. The coach at this point is irrelevant. It's the players. All the players should play. All the players should play. No one should sit the bench. So when this happens, the parents are voicing their displeasures. Rightfully so. The parents are angry. Rightfully so. They're doing it within earshot of the coach. Rightfully so. There should be something, a better plan when it comes to these type of club scenarios. This is why the student athlete will jump to another club team in mid-season, in midweek, in the same day, because they're trying to get a better travel ball experience, a better environment. They're trying to get exposure. Common sense suggests if you're in the game when the coaches are at your game, you're going to get seen. They're going to critique you. But they can't do it if you're not in the game. So this is part of the problem with recruiting. My strongest advice is to begin the recruiting process early. Be aggressive, be consistent. Don't give up. Minimize frustrations. Mistakes will happen in recruiting. They just do. But keep moving forward. The ultimate prize is a college scholarship. But the real strategy is to get in front of as many college coaches as possible. I would think more is always better. You don't want just a handful of schools. You want as many as possible, because you never know where the scholarship may come from. You never know where that great opportunity will come from. Look at all the schools in your home state. Look at all the college programs in the neighboring states, the states that surround your home state. You might say, well, that is a lot of schools, but that's what you want. You want opportunities so you can make choices. That is what it's all about. Okay, that's all I got for this topic. This is Al Woods from Woods Recruiting. Thank you so much for listening. Leave me a comment in the comment section below. I'd like to know what you think about this topic. Al Woods, Woods Recruiting. Thanks for listening.